y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Yancy and this is my garden. By the title of this video, you already know what this is about to be about. This video is actually going to be a very quick one because you guys already know how to transplant all your stuff, right? Okay, I've been giving y'all all the transplanting videos so y'all know how to transplant everything, right? Today we're actually going to be transplanting our eggplant. Come along, let's get this started. We're not wasting no time. This is going to be a very quick one because, like I said, I already showed you guys how to transplant a ton of stuff. It's pretty much, it's not going to be like the same exact information, but the base of it is pretty much the same, and I'll just be giving you guys, you know, more tips on how to do it. Okay, so come along.
One look and I breathe.
If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. You're gonna love it. And also, don't forget to like this video, okay? I don't want to harass y'all to keep liking this, keep saying like the video. Just go ahead, click the button. I promise you're gonna like the video. Even if you haven't seen the whole thing yet, you're gonna like it. So just click the button, subscribe to the channel, help your girl out. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, y'all, before we start transplanting, first thing first, you want to make sure that you are transplanting in well-drained soil. Your plants are only going to thrive in well-drained soil. If you have that clay type of soil, it's not going to work out. So you could get topsoil mixed with leaf compost or compost from your own personal compost that you created in your house, because we compost, right? Yes, we do. We compost. That's right, because when you're gardening, when I tell you guys, the best thing that you could do for yourself is create a compost bin that is just free fertilizer, and you're just feeding your plants all of the nutrients that you want to go in your food. Because one of the things here is when you're growing in a raised bed, you're the one that's providing all of the nutrients for this plant. You're not growing in the ground. You know, when you're growing in the ground, the roots of the plants tend to find the nutrients from within the soil. When you're growing in a raised bed, we're providing the soil, and we're providing all of the nutrients that the plants need. So you want to make sure that you have really good soil mixed with compost, fertilizers, and all of the good stuff, right? And you want to make sure that it is well drained. When planting things like eggplant, you want to plant them 6 to 8 inch apart. Now, I may not be doing that. I might be planting them a little bit closer than those numbers, but typically that's what they tell you to plant them, because when they grow, they will have branches, they will have, you know, arms, and all of those things. They're going to stretch and they need space to be able to spread. Like I said, I may not be following those orders, but please do follow those orders so you can get the desired results. I've been doing it for a little bit now, and I'm comfortable with doing what I'm about to do. So to each his own, okay? So all right, so now we're about to go ahead and transplant this into the soil, and then I'll give you guys more tips and tricks as we go along. So come along. I told y'all this is about to be a quick video. Alrighty, y'all, I actually have some bitter ball here. I'm going to transplant them in here too, and I'm going to grow them a little closer versus how I did it in the other bed. So I'm about to like stack this up with bitter ball and eggplant, okay? Bitter ball is all in the eggplant family, so they wouldn't mind being planted in the same bed. So now you see we got our soil. Y'all see how this soil is nice. Y'all see how I'm not doing too much, you know, for it to move around. You want your soil to be able to move around like this. If your soil isn't moving around like that, if it's not falling apart like that, you might want to reevaluate the type of soil that you have, because your plant may not grow if it's thicker than this, okay? All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get to planting. And when we're done, we're going to add some fertilizers in there. So I always tell you guys how to take these plants out of here. We are going to squeeze around the container like that and make sure that it is loose when it's time to come out, and we're not going to disturb the root system. And then you're just going to flip it over and it come out very easily. Look at this over here. Look at this. Okay, look at this. All right, so we have that, and I really want to grow these bitter balls because I want to have as much as possible. Alrighty, I have my favorite handy dandy tool right here. This is a ball digger. I guess that's what it's called, and it digs up to about 4 inches. And today we are not going to need to dig up to 4 inches because this is not that high. So this is probably going to be planted about 2.5 inches into the soil, and we're not going to plant it deep, just up to right here where the roots start from above, right above that plant, and then we're gonna, you know, put it in there. Okay. So as you can see, we have it planted in there very nicely, and we're just going to press it down with the soil around it to make sure that it is stable. And that is how you transplant eggplant, bitter ball, all of the above. Okay, and then once we're done with that, once we're done transplanting all of these, remember I said I'm going to be planting these pretty closely. We'll see what happens. It's going to grow into like a really big bush. We shall see. Okay, we shall see. I believe in taking risk. That's what gardening is all about. There are the standard rules, and then there are your rules, and I believe in creating your own rules if they make sense. So I'll do all of this for y'all, plant it really close for y'all, so y'all can see next year if y'all should plant it that close. But standard, you want to plant it at least, you know, 6 to 8 inch apart. But I'm not doing that. Okay, let's continue. All right, y'all, one of the things I forgot to mention is before you transplant, you want to make sure that you spray some water into the container of your seedling just to wet the plant. That is going to make it easier for it to acclimate to the soil that you are going to be transplanting it, and it's going to help avoid transplant shock, which ultimately will kill the plant because it's not used to the new environment. So in order to try to avoid some transplant shock, you want to wet the soil of the seedling, and then you can go ahead and transplant. And you could also wet the actual soil that you're transplanting, and it also helps with the transition of the plant going into the new soil or the new environment and all of the things that is out here in this element. Okay, so remember that you want to wet the plants. I already did, and as you guys can see, they're very wet. The soil is extremely wet. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that before we continue transplanting. Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, y'all, we are all done transplanting eggplant in our bitter ball in here. Y'all see I transplanted it so tightly. We're now about to add some blood meal and some worm castings, which are some of my favorite natural fertilizers to fertilize my garden with. And we're just gonna put some on top of that, and then in the future we will be fertilizing every 1.5 to 2 weeks in this bed, because I have so many plants in this one bed. They're definitely going to need to feed a lot just so they don't compete for nutrients and one doesn't do better than the other. So we're going to definitely have to feed this bed with a lot of fertilizers. Also, I think I will probably be fertilizing the plants here every 1 week just to make sure that they have everything that they need and they don't have to fight for nutrients. Okay, but we're all done. So I told y'all this was gonna be a quick video. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video because the sun is going down and I need the sun out here to talk to y'all. All right, so first and foremost, thank you guys so much for watching. So thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking the video, thank you so much. And of course, don't forget, y'all, we are a Vego Garden partner. So if you too want your garden to be a Vego Garden and have the baddies of the garden, if you would like to have any of your gardening products, anything that you need for your garden, you can find it on Vego Garden website. All of the links is below the description of this video. I have a discount code for you all to apply to your order if you choose to purchase a raised bed irrigation system, grow lights, anything that you need for your garden to be successful. Go ahead to the Vego Garden website, check it out, and tell me what you get from there. Okay, use the links below, use my discount code so you too can have a Vego Garden. Okay, And please come back and let me know what you purchased, how you like it. Let me know all of the things, because I want to make sure that I'm providing valuable products to you all. So I will not just be sharing anything with y'all on here, okay? I'll make sure that it makes sense and it's something that is valuable and it has great quality, okay? So let me know how you like your Vego products, if you purchase any, and let me know if you purchase any, okay? And don't forget, use the links in the description of this video. Go to their website, go to their socials at Vego_Garden and check them out, okay? But all right, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna end this video here. Like I said, it was gonna be a quick one. You already know how to do all of the things. If you've been watching me this far, you already know how to do all of the things, okay? I cannot wait to see what this bed is gonna look like. I hope it's not gonna be chaotic, but we did it. We stuffed it all up in there because we wanted to. But all right, y'all, it's been wonderful chatting with y'all. Don't forget to join the gardening group on Facebook. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at msyancynetwork, on TikTok at msyancynetwork gardening or msyancynetwork, all of the places. I'm on all of the networks. Okay, but all right, y'all, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here with me today. I hope your garden is successful. I hope you grow more food this summer with me, because we are growing our own food, because them grocery prices, number one, and them groceries that they charging all that money for, with apples not going bad at all. Nope, we're growing our own food over here, okay? But all right, y'all, I love you guys. Thanks for being here with me. I always love chatting with y'all. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. All of the things, okay? All right, remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. Happy gardening, y'all. Happy gardening. We're almost done transplanting. Not almost done. I still have a ton more to transplant, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing good. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. All right, y'all, to help with pests, I planted some marigolds that I started in my house. So as this grow and the flowers come on there, it should help, you know, deter some pests away from our eggplant and our bitter ball. Right now, you see they got some bites. Those are from slugs. So I'm about to attack those slugs, okay? I'm gonna use that sluggo that I showed you guys. I have the link below this video as well, and I also showed it to you guys on my post. I'm about to use those to get rid of some of these slugs, because they just been going to work eating all of my veggies, okay? They've been eating all of my veggies, but those marigolds should help at least with some of the pests. Because it's already so crowded, I'm scared, but normally I will plant a bunch of herbs in between there as well, which ultimately helps. And I'm about to do that in all of my garden bed if I have extra herbs. All right, bye, y'all. And remember, y'all, if you're looking for organic heirloom seeds, go ahead in the description of this video and grab your pack of seeds in my Etsy store and get your garden popping. Bye, y'all. Happy gardening. My signature luxurious body butter is packed with all natural skin loving ingredients such as cocoa butter, coconut oil, shea butter, vitamin E oil, and baobab oil. Whipped to perfection, it is lightly made to be easily absorbed into the skin without clogging your pores. This body butter is free of parabens, sulfates, and synthetic fragrances. Your new bestie.